In the eyes of many foreigners, China remains a mystical land with a long history, vast territory, huge population, and brilliant culture. Beijing, Xi'an, Shanghai, and Guilin, with their unique features, have become the highlights of China's tourist industry. Beijing, the capital of China, is also a treasure trove of cultural heritage and historical relics. The Forbidden City was built in 1407. It remains the world's largest palace complex. 24 emperors and 2 dynasties ruled China from here. This is also where the emperors kept their large collection of priceless treasures. Today, this palace has become a must for tourists traveling to Beijing. Stepping into the majestic palace of 2 dynasties, you will find yourself surrounded by luxury and splendor of the imperial residence. Nothing else symbolizes the country's indestructible will and perseverance like the Great Wall. Like a huge dragon winding and blending into the skyline, the Great Wall extends 6,000 kilometers over vast terrain in North China. Climbing on a beacon tower built on a steep mountain ridge, you will wonder with awe how such a giant project was made. The Summer Palace, an imperial garden of the Qing dynasty, is famous for her beauty and serenity. Occupying an area of 290 hectares in the northwest suburbs of Beijing, the garden consists of more than 3,000 buildings. Built at the same time as the Forbidden City in 1420, the Temple of Heaven occupies an area of 273 hectares in the south of Beijing. This was where emperors came to worship and pray for a good harvest. Hutongs are traditional alleys peculiar to Beijing. There are several thousand of them, many hundreds of years old. Strolling in the hutongs will make you feel like you are touring a museum of Beijing's folklore and customs. Tianmen Avenue, a famous pedestrian shopping street on the north-south axis of Beijing, was built 460 years ago. It is on this avenue that many famous old shops built their time-tested brands. Every morning, Beijing comes alive as people of different ages get up early to start exercising in nearby parks, squares, or quiet corners of their community. The 2008 Beijing Olympic Games left a deep impression. Now these Olympic stadiums are preferred venues for hosting a variety of activities. They have also become tourist attractions. Among the 2008 Olympic stadiums, the Bird's Nest and the Water Cube are the most representative ones. The Beijing 798 Art Zone is situated in an old factory area where Baja's factories were upgraded to feature artist creations. The Art Zone attracts wide interest for its diverse genres of contemporary art on display. Xi'an is one of China's 7 famous ancient capitals. Over the city's 3,100-year history, 13 dynasties established their capital here. It's rich in historical relics and cultural heritage. Xi'an's old city wall from the Ming Dynasty was built and extended on the foundation of a Tang Dynasty imperial wall. The 600-year-old military defense system was an impenetrable line protecting the city from siege. Today, it is the world's largest and best preserved ancient circumvallation. Riding 40 kilometers southeast from the city, you will see the mausoleum of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. A large underground army of terracotta warriors in battle formation stand ready to protect the emperor in another world. The lifelike terracotta warriors appear majestic and mighty, demonstrating the brilliant craftsmanship of ancient Chinese artists. The Wild Goose Pagoda is a symbol of Xi'an. It was built for the purpose of housing Buddhist scripts in Sanskrit from India. The famous monk Xuanzang brought them to China during the Tang Dynasty. Today, thousands of visitors come here to pay tribute to Xuanzang's contribution to the propagation of Buddhism. Once in Guilin, you will immediately realize that this place is well worthy of the saying, east or west, Guilin's landscape is the best. Taking an 83-kilometer journey downstream to Yangshuo, you will indulge in the picturesque scenery of karst peaks, rice terraces, riverside plants, and ethnic villages. Throughout history, this amazing corridor attracted and fascinated many poets and literati as they came for her spectacular beauty. In the south of Yangshuo City stands a 1,000-year-old banyan tree. With a giant shadowing crown and sprawling roots, it is quite a magnificent spectacle. The famous Yangrenjie Street is a distinctive pedestrian street that you do not want to miss. In the Lijiang River Folklore Center, tourists can enjoy ethnic folk songs and dance with the locals. Crowned with the moniker the Paris in the East, Shanghai is a metropolitan city that best combines traditional and modern culture. A stroll in Shanghai's alleys will take you back in time 100 years ago, where old-fashioned shops and a variety of traders gathered and prospered. This city was a paradise for adventurers from around the world to come and try their luck. Yew Garden has a history of more than 400 years. It is a quiet and restful spot in the midst of bustling Old Street. It has artistic styles of gardening of the Ming and Qing dynasties. The Jade Buddha Temple houses a statue of a Buddha carved out of a single piece of Burmese jade. It is a rare treasure of Buddhism. The Bund is a symbol of Shanghai. The promenade has more than 100 years of history. 52 iconic high-rise buildings stand side by side along the Bund, each featuring different Western styles. You can take a boat ride along the Huangpu River to enjoy the scenery. Nanjing Road is called the #1 commercial street in China. More than 600 shops reside here, making it one of the busiest shopping streets in Shanghai. Shanghai is where East meets West and tradition merges with modernity. Here, different cultures interact and blend in harmony. While the Bund represents Shanghai's past, the 2010 Shanghai Expo displays the city's modern image. More than 240 countries and international organizations have contributed to the event, highlighting the theme, Better City, Better Life. The China Pavilion has a distinctive roof made of traditional brackets, which date back more than 2,000 years. Its contour design is based on the concept of Oriental crown, splendid china, ample barn, and rich people. China has witnessed dramatic changes and fast development. Upscale tourist facilities and modern transportation networks have been put in place to meet the increasing demand of the fast-developing tourism industry. Many international standard hotels have opened up to accommodate travelers from all over the world. When exploring historical relics and attractions in China, tourists can also enjoy modern conveniences made available by the country's fast pace of modernization. Today, traveling in China is a relaxing experience filled with happiness, friendship, and surprises. We at CITS invite you to come to China. There is simply too much to explore and too much to collect along the way. It will be the journey of your lifetime. CITS, host to the world.